Today I'm going to run down my top 10 under £10 from Avon. Before we start, I want to tell you that you can purchase all of these products from an Avon representative or online, and if you do not know where your local Avon representative is, there is also a tool online where you can find your most local representative to be able to purchase from their brochure if you prefer not to purchase online. So just so you are aware of where you can actually purchase these products from, but otherwise let's just get into the top 10. I'm going to start with a nail polish, and it is Sprightly Mint from the Speed Dry range. This really does speed dry. I'm not wearing it on my nails today, but I will insert a picture now. And as you can see, it is this just off-white mint colour that's all the rage these days. It's very, very on trend, and this is a serious dupe for another very popular brand's nail polish, and it's actually just as hard wearing, if not more, and so I would definitely recommend you give this a go. I think this is on offer at the moment as well. I don't know if it's been discontinued, but I couldn't find it online, so you probably will need to pick up a brochure to find this one. But this has been a firm favourite recently. I have two items from the SuperShock range. I have their gel eyeliner, which I have been told so many times that I have to try this. And I finally have, and it is just as good as so many people told me it was. It's so black and so, I want to say creamy. I know it's gel, but it is. It feels so creamy when you put it on, and it just doesn't budge. It's amazing. I really recommend that. And the SuperShock mascara, I actually have never tried, and I've not heard that much about. It's this one in this tube, and I'll show you what the wand is like. And I said this in a previous video, but I wasn't expecting to love it because I don't typically really like these big fat brushes. I know that lots of people love them because they give a lot of volume, but there's not a lot going on with my eyelashes, and so I need a lot of kind of lengthening and defining. I would rather be separated and lengthened than volumized, because otherwise my lashes kind of look a little bit stumpy. But this seems to do both jobs because it has the big wand, but it also has those really fine plasticky bristles which manage to somehow do something miraculous to my eyelashes and make them separate and lengthen as well. So this really is an impressive product, and I would definitely say it was in my top 10 under £10. As well as mascara, another product that I really struggle with is eyebrows. Everything. I've tried powders, I've tried pencils, and I must admit it's easier when my hair is dark, because generally I would then use a brow powder or just an eyeshadow, whatever. But when I'm blonde, I find it really difficult to find a product that works for me, because it's either not opaque enough and too waxy, or the tone is just a little bit off. It's, you know, it's too warm. This is really nice, and this is the Glimmerstick Brow Definer in Blonde. It's what I've got on my eyebrows today. It has got a little waxiness to it, which again is not my favourite thing, but it's not too much. And it also would do really well if you have got particularly unruly brows, or something that you do add wax to, or maybe you use a brow gel. It's going to help you to tame your brows as well as actually fill them in and give them definition. It's not something that I need because my eyebrows are so sparse. I just have to basically create them from nothing. But yeah, this is definitely something that I wasn't expecting. Again, a lot of these products for me have been unexpected favourites. I wasn't expecting to really like them, but I do. And I've spent a lot of money in the past looking for eyebrow pencils. It's one of those things, isn't it? When you can't find something, it ends up being like, I don't mind, I don't care how much it costs, I'll just buy it if it works. So I'm really pleased to have found something that's so inexpensive. Two eyeshadow products. The first one is kind of unusual. It's called In a Blink, and this shade that I have is Violet Smoke. And it has this on the end of on one of the ends, and it's kind of like an applicator. It's a sponge applicator, I suppose, with eyeshadow inside it. Now, what I would use this for, rather than actually doing my entire eyelid with it, I would probably use this just to kind of create a smoky eye, which I will be doing in a video coming up soon. So it has this side, which I'll swatch for you, like that. So this side that's got this metallic-y violet colour to it, and then the other side has an eyeliner. So a brilliant product for travel. There you go. It's that kind of like, it's a taupey brown colour. Brilliant product for travel because it really does cut down on the amount of products that you would need. And for me, I don't actually wear an awful lot of colour, and so this would probably be the only amount of colour that I would take. I'd take kind of a neutral quad of something, and then this for a pop of colour if I wanted it. But that's a really unusual product. I've not seen many things like this. So I'm excited to start using that a little bit more, and it will be coming up in a video where I'm going to show you how to do a smoky look with it. The second eyeshadow product is this, and it's the SuperShock Vivid. I suppose I should have put this in the SuperShock item, but this is a liquid eyeshadow. Again, really unusual. I've never seen anything like this. The shade that I have is Chromed Cocoa, and I tried to get this on video the other day when I was talking about it, and I just couldn't quite get what I was trying to say across. It's so liquidy. It's totally not what I expected it to be. I thought it would be a cream. I thought it would be kind of like a cream eyeshadow that came out in this kind of applicator. But this here just gives you this amazing shimmer. And it sets, and it's such a thin layer that it's not going to crease. It's completely different to cream eyeshadow, which is what I was expecting, and yet it is called a liquid eyeshadow, so it was me just being crazy thinking it was going to be something different. But this is also really nice, and again, I suppose really good for travel. I have two more makeup products here, which are powder compacts, before I get onto some couple of random ones at the end. The first one is Ideal Flawless Face Powder, and the shade that I have is Fair, and it's like this. I absolutely love the packaging. It's so luxurious, especially for the money. It's just like, it doesn't feel like a kind of a lower cost product. So it has a big mirror in there, and it is a compact powder, and I really like this because I wasn't expecting it to control my oil that well, because it doesn't claim to. It says Ideal Flawless. I feel like it does add a little bit of coverage, so it does kind of add another element of coverage. It's not just kind of a translucent powder. But it also does really well to control my oil. Even today, which has got to be the hottest day of the year that I'm filming this right now. I am filming in advance, so if it's really cold outside, don't think that I'm crazy. It really is hot today when I'm filming, and it seems to be doing really, really well because I haven't touched up since this morning when I did my makeup, so I'm really impressed with that. The second thing is this, and it's called Avon Glow, and this particular one is called Pink Glow, and this is a bronzer on this side, a blusher on this side, and there is another version of this, but I just thought this was a little bit better. I think the other one is Peach Glow, but for me, whenever I have a little bit of a bronzed look, I always go for a pop of pink on my cheeks, and so this just seemed like the better combination for me. Again, it has a mirror in there. I'll show you what the shades are actually like. Complement each other really nicely, and the pink is actually, although it's almost, it does kind of look matte, it has got a sheen to it. If I look at it on my hand right here, it looks matte, but as it's picking up in the camera, it does have a sheen to it, because when I wore it, I thought, this is a matte, you know, matte product, and then later on I looked in the mirror and thought, I do have kind of a glow, so I really, really like that, and I love that it comes in a duo. I love that you don't need to have two separate products, and especially for someone that doesn't wear a lot of cheap products or is maybe experimenting with colour, it's a great product for you to start out with without having to kind of have a huge outlay of, you know, separate products. I think that it's a really nice kind of duo, especially for summer. We're in the home stretch now. The second to last product is this. It's the Planet Spa Dead Sea Minerals Facial Mud Mask. And this is actually pretty amazing. I have tried my share of face masks in my time, and I will be reviewing this separately in a blog post for Avon as well. But this is pretty good. It's again something that helps to control oil, which is something that I am very interested in. It really absorbs all of the oil because it is a clay mask, but it also seems to refine my pores and just make everything look a little bit better. And I love it. I love clay masks. I love, like, there are so many things now that I put a mask on and I just don't get that mask feeling, you know. They look like thick layer of moisturiser, and I like it to look a little bit crazy. I especially like them when they're green, but I like it to look like a face mask. I like it to look like, you know, an old school movie face mask, and this definitely does. You need a very, very thin layer, and it really does the job. It really does diminish all of my little pores, and, you know, any imperfections just seem to be blurred afterwards. I don't think that it's a permanent fix by any means, but at least for the next day, my pores seem to have shrunk, and my oil is definitely controlled. So, you know, I don't think I could probably use this every day, but once or twice a week, and this is going to definitely help my skin. Lastly, I have a bit of a fun product, and it is the Naturals Kids Bath Time Body Paint. The one that I have here is Bouncing Bubblegum, but I also have a coconut one as well. This is Milo's favourite, and it's basically a bath paint. It's a body paint for use in the bath with children, or adults I suppose if you really wanted to, but children. It's aimed at children, and it smells so good. Oh, it smells so fruity and amazing. as soon as I opened it, because my little boy's got a little bit of a thing for fragrances, as soon as like he loves scented candles, he's always picking things up, not lit scented candles, you understand, but he's always picking things up and going because he wants to smell them. As soon as I opened this up to smell it myself, he was like, I want to smell it, I want to smell it. And just before I made this video, I picked them up to make to put in the box to make this video, and he was like, oh, I need to smell that. It smells so good, but it washes off really, really easily. It's not, in fact, I'll swatch this one as well. Why would I not? I'll show you. It's like a really sheer wash of colour, so don't be afraid and think, oh my god, paint. It's just kind of a little bit of fun. It's something that makes bath time a little bit more interesting for them. I know my daughter likes it as well, and she's nearly 8, but oh man, it smells like a lollipop that I remember from when I was a kid, and I just cannot place it. It kind of smells like the pink part of a Fab Lolly. Anybody? No? It smells amazing. You'll just have to trust me. But it is really, really good, and it's definitely gone down a treat in my household. So they are my top 10 under £10. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you've been enjoying my little video takeover here on the Avon blog. I've really been enjoying making the videos and writing up the blog posts for you guys. I have one more video to come before I say goodbye, so hopefully you'll tune in for that one, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!